Hello and welcome to Great Night Gaming. This is a new YouTube channel focused on gameplays, and we're going to be playing Baldur's Gate 3. Cool, so I'm going to be playing on a Nvidia 2070 Super on 1440 ultra wide high settings, recording about 30 FPS because I figured it'd be better to have quality of the resolution over, say, 1080 60 for the stream, because this game visually benefits, I think, from the high resolution, especially because it's quite a slow game anyway. So I'm looking forward to this. This is voiceover recorded after playing. Sort of played this at the start when it came out, and now sort of catching up with the voiceover. And then I think when we get to about Act 2, there'll probably be more live commentary from that point. So I hope you enjoy, and we'll get into it soon. So this episode we're just going to go over the introduction to the game and the class overviews. We're going to be playing as a Paladin class, and I'm probably going to keep the voiceover to a minimum, but we do a bit more as we go on. So I've been pretty excited to play this game. I don't know if any of you have played Divinity Original Sin. The first one I played on Xbox, I believe it was part of a Games with Gold deal, and that really got me into the whole isometric RPG genre, and then followed by Pillars of Eternity, and then Divinity Original Sin 2. And yeah, Larian Studios have been making great games. They have that old BioWare Dragon Age sort of feel, especially this game, with the new cinematic camera angles. You might see that there's a couple black bars at the top and bottom of the screen. That's because I was trying to capture this in OBS with the game capture, and for some reason when I use the game capture instead of the display capture, it's left these bars along the bottom. So I've just tried to minimize that. But that's just for this episode. It should be cleared up in the next episodes, since that was I had to go and re-record this beginning, because when I first started recording, the settings just weren't very good. I was getting a lot of jitter and stutter. So hopefully it's working a lot better now, and hopefully you enjoy. Cool, so let's get to it, let's get into it. I have to say, this is probably one of the best opening to a games we've had in a long time. There we see poor Lae'zel getting the parasite put into her brain. Ugh. Nasty. So now we're in the character creator. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through each of the characters. And I didn't realise this when I first did this, but they actually have little intros you can play. Gives you a little bit of their backstory. This isn't really spoiling because it's sort of explained in the first couple minutes of meeting them. So here we've got Asturian.
Hello, darling. Don't be shy. I promise not to bite until we've been formally introduced. My name's Astarion, and I've spent a century stalking the night, hunting for pretty morsels just like you. A man called Cazador made me what I am, kept me like a pet, forced me to do his bidding. No more. The Tadpole's influence broke his dominance over me, and now I can finally pursue the one thing I've hungered for these long, dark years. Revenge. I'm going back to Baldur's Gate to track Cazador down in his lair. I'll be the last thing the bastard ever sees.
So he's quite a cool character. I actually quite like him a lot more than I thought I would. Here we've got Estel, Githyanki.
Since I was born in the cold reaches of world space, I have known but one purpose: to wield a silver sword and ride a red dragon in service of my regent, the Githyanki Queen Vlaakith. My first step on this path is to slay a mind flayer and bring its head to my queen. There is no flesh I will not carve, and no barrier I will not shatter to see it done. I am the one who sunders. I am the Undying Queen's most unshakable warrior. I am Lae'zel of Kalir.
So she's got quite a straightforward mission, really. Yeah, sort of. She's just focused on getting it done. So it'd be interesting to see how her story develops. Next, we've got Gale, who is our wizard.
Well met, stranger. You find yourself in the presence of the renowned wizarding prodigy, Gale of Waterdeep. Please, no need to be intimidated. My virtuosic talents once caught the eye of the goddess of magic herself, Mystra, who named me her chosen, and her lover. Thanks to a slight miscalculation on my part, that relationship eventually soured, as did the greatest of my powers. Now I'm merely a humble wizard on the road to redemption. Unless I can find the path to something greater.
So I like Gale. He's giving me major Alistair vibes. If you've ever played Dragon Age Origins. A sort of snarky, but still likable character. Right, next we have Shadowheart.
My name is Shadowheart, loyal servant of Shar, goddess of darkness and loss. There is little more I can tell you than that. My Lady Shar tasked me with a mission of such secrecy that I surrendered great swathes of my memory in order to safeguard the knowledge of it. All I know is that I must bring the artifact I hold to Baldur's Gate, and that nothing can stand in my way. My goddess is watching.
So it'd be very interesting to know what the artifact does. Now we have Will, the warlock.
"7 years ago, I was exiled from Baldur's Gate, the city I call home. My name is Will, but the people of the Sword Coast call me the Blade of Frontiers, champion of the meek, defender of the innocent. The truth isn't quite so simple, but they're right about one thing. I hunt monsters, and I always catch my prey. My latest target is a devil, and I'm right on her tail. Once I'm through with her, she'll never escape the fires of the first hell."
So he's a bit of a demon hunter at the minute. Next we have Karlak.
Years ago, I was sold to the Archdevil Zariel. She put a Hellfire engine in my chest and made me her prize soldier. But I've escaped now. Thank you, Mind Flayers. And I've got a few scores to settle. If this engine doesn't burn me to ash first, I'll need people I can trust. An infernal mechanic, and a serious amount of luck. But you know what? I'm not worried. After 10 years in the Hells, I can take on anything. I've got my chance at freedom, and believe me, I'm going home.
So that's Karlak, she's pretty cool. She's quite a good, strong character. And then we've got the Dark Urge, which is a playable character, but they are not a companion character. So they won't be joining your party.
My rancid blood whispers to me, kill, kill, and kill again. My ruined body yearns to reap death in this world. And when this foul urge calls, it possesses my whole being. Injured, beyond repair. I know nothing besides this. I must resist the dark urge, lest it consume my mind. I must discover who I was and what happened to me before my twitching knife hand writes a tragedy in blood.
So it's a really cool, interesting, original character. I think he's would be a really good character for like a second playthrough, or if you wanted to do like a bad or evil playthrough. And I love just the design of the dragon people. Okay, so I'm just going to go through some of the classes. So we've got the elf, and we've got the sub-race class, got the high elf and the wood elf. Got the tieflings, sort of like the devil, sort of bred from devils and humans, I think. They're pretty cool. Got 3 subclasses. Next, the drow, which are kind of like dark elves. Two subclasses of them. Next to humans, typical humans, no subclasses. We've got the Githyanki. Githyanki are kind of cool, they've got no subclasses. And we've got the dwarfs with 3 subclasses in them. We've got the Draugr, which I believe are like sort of subterranean dwarfs. Live in the Underdark. We've got the half elves, half human, half elf, and you can choose what that elven half is. And you can also have a half drow elf. We've got the halflings. If anyone wants to do a Frodo Baggins playthrough. We've got the gnomes. 3 subclass of the gnomes. Next we've got the Dragonborn. We've got a ton of subclasses with the Dragonborn, and they each sort of align with an element or a type of power. And they have their own sort of skin pigmentation based on the subclass, but you can just edit that, so you don't have to stick with what it looks like. And then we've got the half orc. No subclass there, just half human, half orcs. And I'm going to be picking the half elf, half wood elf. Just have a look through the classes. I'm not going to look at the subclasses. We've got the barbarian, bard, sort of your support role. Got your cleric, again more support focused character. Got the druid, much more sort of a good mixed balance, I think, of support and damage spells. We've got the fighter, sort of your generic fighter, soldier build. We've got the monk. Love to see like a Githyanki Monkey King monk mod build. We've got the Paladin. It's going to be your like knighted shining armor type playthrough, which is what we're going to be picking. Then you've got the Ranger, more suitable for your ranged fighting style. Then we've got the Rogue for the more sneaky playthrough. Got the Sorcerer, which is if you want to do spells but focus on being really good at mastering a few spells, I believe. Whereas the Wizard is a bit of jack of all trades. And you've got the Warlock next, which is it's like a more melee fighting focused magic user. And then you've got the Wizard. You can do sort of pretty much every spell. So this is the Paladin we're going to choose. We're just going to look at the oaths. You've got the Oath of the Ancients, got the Oath of Devotion, and the Oath of Vengeance. I really like the armor set for the Oath of Vengeance, but we're going to go with the Oath of Devotion because we are following the ideals of a knight in shining armor, which is typically what I like to play the games that way. So just looking at our backstories here. So you've got the Acolyte, Charlatan, Criminal, Entertainer, the Folk Hero, guild artisan. Got the noble. Outlander. Sage. Soldier. And urchin. And we're going to go with the folk hero because I think it plays well with the knight in shining armor backstory.
Where to next?
Just going to go through some of the customization options.
Let's hope the locals are friendly.
Hells.
Be wary.
It's opened.
More of those wretched things.
There's magic.
Where to next? Let's hope the locals are friendly.
So when I first recorded this part of the game, it was all a stuttery mess. So I've gone through and re-recorded this part just to show you character customization and the intro of the game. But I'm going to throw up an image of what I actually settled on. So this is what we've actually settled on, and our character's called Estel, half-elven paladin. So next is you are choosing our guardian. It's a mysterious character that we're going to encounter later on in the game. So I'm going to go with the Wood Elf. And this is what we've sailed on. Looks pretty cool. Bit of a poison ivy sort of vibe. So that's interesting. It looks like they're already dying in this ship. So maybe whatever this mind flare is trying to do, he's trying to prevent his people from dying. Now I'm assuming this is Baldur's Gate, the town itself getting attacked. They had loads of time to run. The dragons coming, the Githyanki riders, looking pretty cool. So this is in one of the realms of hell, I think. Here we are.
Might still be stuck inside if we hadn't been attacked. Someone else got out. Might be other survivors.
This is the pool that thing came from. The parasite now writhing behind your eye. You notice nothing more than meets the eye.
Time to press ahead.
Dead. Good.
Wonder who was inside.
I'll give it a shot.
Odd. I feel better.
Images of goblins, their habits and histories flash into your mind. A feeling penetrates your mind. An anomaly, one like ourselves, unconnected from the whole. Caution. Worlds beyond worlds flash before your eyes. Empires of a grand design, traversed by ships just like this. A schematic of a nautiloid flashes into your mind. Nerves, sinews, as much living being as ship.
Mind flayer horticulture.
1,000 years of humanoid history, elves, dwarves, humans, and more flash behind your eyes.
You've come to save us from this place. From this place, you'll free us. Please. Before they return. They return. A newborn. Born new from this husk.
You realize you're talking to an intellect devourer, a minion of the mind flayers who abducted you.
Doesn't sound like something I want to help.
Remove us from this body. From this case. Free us. Please.
The skull holds fast.
Gruesome. This is cool. Dragon flying over.
Abomination. This is your end.
Your head throbs and your skin tingles. Visions rush past. A dragon's wing, a silver sword, and a flash of your face seen through the strange woman's eyes.
Oh. My head. What is this? Skvar. You are no thrall. Vlaakith blesses me this day. Together, we might survive. We carry Mind Flayer parasites. Unless we escape, unless we are cleansed, our bodies and minds will be tainted and twisted. Within days, we will be Geich, Mind Flayers. We can do nothing until we escape. That must be our priority. First, we exterminate the imps. Then we find the helm and take control of the ship. We will address the matter of a cure for this infection once we reach the material plane.
Here we go, our first bit of combat. Cool, one hit.
Still on my feet. Fall by my hand.
Cool, that was
You
pretty
proved surprisingly
straightforward,
adequate
quite
at
simple.
battle. Now, to the helm.
If not over, then through.
Ship won't be able to take another dragon attack. We need to get out before it's too late.
Here we go. be on my way.
You! Get me out of this damn thing! We have no time for stragglers.
Beginning to see why people don't like Lae'zel.
The construction is too alien. Nothing looks familiar.
This ship is crashing. Do you intend to die for a stranger?
Try that contraption next to the pod. They did something to it when they sealed me in. Hurry! Please!
The console appears dormant. The mechanisms are completely unrecognizable at first, but then you spy an empty socket.
Whatever fits in that socket must power this thing. Needs a key.
How many hosts of these gay infected?
Dazed woman is trapped inside the pod. She doesn't notice you.
A brain in a jar. This might unlock those controls next to the pod.
As you place your hand on the pod, you hear something. A presence connected to the pod, commanding the person inside to change.
Having major Mass Effect 2 Kelly flashbacks of this scene. If you fail to save her.
Change her. Changed at the pull of a lever. How? If we are not purified, this may be our fate.
Roland, preserve me. That cannot be our fate.
The newborn mind flayer stares at you, weak and dazed.
Another brain.
Faint images appear in your mind. A brain, a Githyanki warrior, and centuries of darkness.
Curious.
The console appears dormant. The console hums to life. But what is its purpose? Will it free the captive or transform her like that other unfortunate? Suddenly, you feel a hideous squirming in your head. A parasite. Then discomfort fades, and another sensation washes over you. Connection. Authority. You feel the biomechanical brain of the console process your command and yield to it. A shiver runs across your mind. You feel sated.
At last. Thought I was done for. I thought that damn thing was going to be my coffin. Thank you.
Your mind lurches into her thoughts. Her gratitude is mixed with wariness, because you have a Gith with you.
You keep dangerous company. Fair point. Looks like there's plenty of fighting ahead. Let me come with you. We can get off this ship and watch each other's backs along the way. Shadowheart. One moment.
Finally. Let us make for the helm. We've wasted enough time already.
She's right. Lead on.
Cool, so we've got 2 companions now. Let's make our way to the bridge. To the helm.
We are nearing the helm. Once inside, do as I say.
Who put you in charge? I'll trust my own judgment.
Cane Yank.
Do it. We will deal with the Geich after we escape. Impact is imminent.
Alright, so we've got to try and get across to the control panel.
I will not know failure.
I do wonder what happens if you choose to fight one of them. If you side with one or the other.
Light on my feet.
Focus, strike true.
on the move.
Hurry, before they strike!
What path lies before me?
Let's end this. Got to move.
No time. I must reach the helm.
Need to act fast.
Cool, I'm just going to waste Shadow Heart in Zell's turn so that Estel gets to the control panel first, because I believe whoever gets there first is in the cutscene.
The helm's alien transponder. You've made it in time.
Slapped in the face by a bit of what looked like a bit of whale blood or something. So we've got saved, but by who?
As you wake, the tadpole squirms in your skull. Other than the infection, you're more or less intact. A miracle, given everything you've been through, but it'll all be for nothing if you don't find help soon. The tadpole is a death sentence, and the clock is ticking. You need a cure.
Okay, I'm going to leave it there, guys. Thanks for watching. Let me know if you want to see more or any comments to improve. And take care.